Nvidia broke the $3 trillion valuation mark, overtaking Apple.
Have you ever wondered how a company that started in a small rented office became the backbone of the world's most advanced technology? Nvidia isn't just a name in gaming or AI. It's the reason your smartphone works faster, your games look sharper, and your AI tools feel smarter. But the journey was not easy. In fact, Nvidia faced competition so fierce, experts predicted it would fail. Market was crowded, investors were skeptical, and resources were scarce. Yet today, Nvidia stands as a trillion-dollar tech giant, dominating industries from gaming to AI, and even shaping the future of self-driving cars. So what made Nvidia unstoppable? Was it their groundbreaking technology, a brilliant strategy, or something completely unexpected? Stay with us till the end, and you'll not only uncover Nvidia's secrets, but also learn lessons that could inspire your own journey, whether you're a student, a tech enthusiast, or an aspiring entrepreneur. Nvidia's story starts in 1993 with a bold idea and a small team. Jensen Huang, along with Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem, founded the company in a tiny office in California. Their mission? To create a powerful chip that could handle graphics like never before. Back then, the internet was just getting started, and gaming wasn't the billion-dollar industry it is today. But the trio saw the future, computers that could deliver lifelike graphics and real-time experiences. It wasn't smooth sailing. Funding was tight, and competitors like Intel and 3DFX were already giants in the hardware market. Nvidia was just another startup with a dream, and investors weren't lining up to take risks. Still, Jensen Huang believed in their vision. His background as an engineer and his determination as a leader kept the team motivated even when others doubted their chances. Their first product, the NV1, launched in 1995, was a mixed bag. While innovative, it struggled to compete with other technologies. Critics called it a failure, and some wondered if Nvidia would even survive. But instead of giving up, the team learned from their mistakes. They focused on improving their design and understanding what gamers really wanted. In 1999, Nvidia introduced the GeForce 256, the world's first GPU, graphics processing unit. This single product changed everything. The GeForce wasn't just a success, it was a revolution. It gave gamers stunning visuals and speed, setting Nvidia apart from its rivals. For the first time, Nvidia wasn't just a player in the market, it was leading it. This breakthrough was only the beginning. The team had proved they could innovate, but staying at the top would require more than just one great product. They had to keep pushing, even when the odds were against them. Success didn't come without struggles. Nvidia's journey to the top was marked by fierce competition, high-stakes gambles, and a fair share of controversies. Every step forward seemed to bring a new obstacle. In the early 2000s, Nvidia faced tough battles against tech giants like Intel and AMD. Intel was a powerhouse with seemingly endless resources, while AMD was aggressively expanding its reach in the graphics market. Nvidia was smaller and more vulnerable, constantly at risk of being outpaced. Critics speculated that the company's reliance on GPUs could backfire in a market dominated by CPUs, but Jensen Huang had other ideas. At one point, Nvidia made a decision that could have ended it all. They invested heavily in research and development for a new line of GPUs, betting the company's future on their ability to lead the industry. The risk paid off, but it wasn't without consequences. Their competitors responded with lawsuits and aggressive price wars, making it harder for Nvidia to maintain its edge. Perhaps one of the most public challenges came in the form of legal battles. In 2008, Nvidia was hit with a major controversy over faulty chips in laptops, leading to massive recalls. The company faced lawsuits and financial losses that shook investor confidence. Critics questioned whether Nvidia could recover from the blow, but here's where Nvidia showed its resilience. Instead of letting these setbacks derail them, they doubled down on innovation. They acknowledged their mistakes, fixed the issues, and shifted their focus to the future. Jensen Huang's leadership played a critical role. His ability to steer the company through turbulent times earned him respect not just from his team, but from the entire tech industry. Each challenge Nvidia faced became a stepping stone to something greater.
Chip is like $100 million, $50 million, $30 million, depending on the size.
Focus on unique innovations that couldn't be easily copied. And while their competitors focused on short-term gains, Nvidia was quietly preparing for the next big leap. What was that leap? leap. It wasn't just about gaming anymore. NVIDIA was about to transform the way the world approached artificial intelligence, forever changing the tech landscape. NVIDIA's leap into artificial intelligence wasn't just a bold move, it was a masterstroke. By the early 2010s, the gaming industry had solidified NVIDIA's position as a leader in GPUs. But Jensen Huang saw something others didn't. GPUs weren't just for gaming. Their parallel processing power made them perfect for training AI models, a field that was just beginning to gain traction. While competitors stayed focused on CPUs or fought over gaming market share, NVIDIA shifted gears. They poured resources into AI research, partnering with universities, startups, and even large corporations working on deep learning. This move was risky. AI was still in its infancy, and many questioned whether it was worth the investment. But NVIDIA believed that GPUs could power the future of technology. Their breakthrough came with the launch of the CUDA platform. CUDA allowed developers to harness the power of NVIDIA's GPUs for more than just graphics. Researchers could now use these chips to train neural networks faster and more efficiently. Suddenly, NVIDIA wasn't just a gaming company, it was a cornerstone of AI innovation. This strategy paid off in unexpected ways. As AI took off, industries like healthcare, automotive, and finance began relying on NVIDIA's GPUs for tasks ranging from cancer research to self-driving cars. It was setting the pace. Despite their growing dominance, challenges persisted. Rivals like AMD attempted to undercut NVIDIA with cheaper products, and Intel tried to break into the GPU market with its own solutions. But NVIDIA stayed ahead by focusing on quality, innovation, and partnerships. Jensen Huang's mantra was clear: don't compete on price, compete on value. One of the most unexpected strategies NVIDIA used was their approach to collaboration. Instead of treating everyone as a competitor, they worked closely with companies like Google and Amazon, providing the GPUs that powered their AI systems. These partnerships weren't just lucrative, they positioned NVIDIA as an indispensable part of the AI ecosystem. By the mid-2010s, NVIDIA had transformed from a gaming hardware company into a tech juggernaut, driving the AI revolution. Their GPUs became the backbone of everything from virtual reality to autonomous vehicles. It wasn't just about hardware anymore, it was about shaping the future. And yet, their journey wasn't over. NVIDIA's next move would cement their position as a trillion-dollar giant and redefine their role in the tech world. NVIDIA's path to dominating the market wasn't just about great products, it was about playing the long game with smart strategies. They didn't just create hardware, they built an ecosystem. One of their most brilliant moves was focusing on AI and deep learning early. NVIDIA didn't wait for the market to demand AI-ready hardware. They created it before anyone realized its potential. Their GPUs became the gold standard for AI development, and the CUDA platform gave developers the tools to unlock that potential. This wasn't just innovation, it was foresight. NVIDIA wasn't following trends, they were setting them, but they didn't stop at AI. NVIDIA identified key industries that would drive future demand and position themselves at the center of those transformations. In gaming, they continued to lead with their GeForce GPUs, which became a must-have for high-performance gaming. In data centers, they introduced solutions that revolutionized how businesses handle massive data sets, making NVIDIA essential for cloud computing giants like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure. Another unexpected move was their venture into the automotive industry. While most people saw NVIDIA as a gaming company, they saw the potential in self-driving cars. NVIDIA developed DRIVE, a platform that helps car manufacturers integrate AI into autonomous vehicles. Today, their technology powers some of the most advanced self-driving systems in the world. Partnerships played a huge role in their domination. NVIDIA didn't try to do everything themselves. Instead, they worked with companies across the tech spectrum, from startups to tech giants. For example, they collaborated with Tesla to develop cutting-edge AI for electric vehicles and partnered with researchers to advance AI in healthcare. These alliances allowed NVIDIA to expand its influence without stretching its resources too thin. Acquisitions were another critical strategy. NVIDIA strategically acquired companies that strengthened their position in AI, machine learning, and cloud computing. For instance, their acquisition of Mellanox Technologies boosted their capabilities in data centers, making NVIDIA a key player in powering global cloud infrastructure. Finally, NVIDIA's leadership in software development gave them an edge. While competitors focused solely on hardware, NVIDIA built platforms like Omniverse, a virtual collaboration tool that leverages AI and GPU technology. This showed that NVIDIA wasn't wasn't just a hardware company. They were shaping the future of digital workflows. By combining innovation, strategic partnerships, and a relentless focus on the future, NVIDIA didn't just dominate its markets, it created new ones. This approach not only cemented their position as a trillion-dollar company, but also ensured they'd remain a driving force in technology for decades to come. And yet, there's something deeper to their story. Beyond the products and profits, NVIDIA's journey is a masterclass in resilience, vision, and thinking beyond the obvious. NVIDIA's rise isn't just a story of technology. It's a roadmap for anyone dreaming of success in business or entrepreneurship. Behind their trillion-dollar valuation are lessons that any aspiring entrepreneur can learn and apply. When NVIDIA started, the market wasn't crying out for GPUs, and AI was still a sci-fi concept for most people. But Jensen Huang and his team saw potential where others saw risk. They believed in their vision and stayed committed, even when competitors and critics doubted them. NVIDIA faced plenty of failures, products that flopped, lawsuits, and fierce competition. But each challenge taught them something new, and they used those lessons to come back stronger. They didn't settle for being a gaming company. They reinvented themselves by entering new markets like AI, data centers, and autonomous vehicles. Their willingness to explore and innovate is what set them apart. One of NVIDIA's most brilliant strategies was creating an ecosystem around their technology. They didn't just sell GPUs. They developed platforms like CUDA and built partnerships that made their products indispensable. While competitors engaged in price wars, NVIDIA invested in R&D and partnerships. Their focus on quality and innovation paid off, making them the market leader. Jensen Huang wasn't just a visionary. He was a leader who built a team that shared his passion and drive. Together, they achieved what others thought was impossible. NVIDIA's journey is a testament to the power of vision, resilience, and strategic thinking. NVIDIA's story proves one thing: with the right mindset, anything is possible. NVIDIA's journey from a small startup to a trillion-dollar tech powerhouse is more than a business success story. It's a tale of vision, persistence, and innovation. NVIDIA has reshaped industries and set new standards for what technology can achieve. Their story isn't just about making groundbreaking products. It's about daring to dream bigger than anyone else and refusing to settle for less. Whether it was their early struggles, their breakthroughs in AI, or their dominance in multiple markets, NVIDIA proved time and again that success is possible for those willing to take risks and think differently. As you reflect on their journey, consider how the same principles can apply to your own life. What challenges can you turn into opportunities? What bold moves can you make to redefine your future? NVIDIA's legacy teaches us one powerful lesson. No matter the odds, those who innovate and persevere can change the world.